What's up, guys? Higgy Pop here in the comic room. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out with me at the comic room. It's a good time, and it's always good to get into the comic room and not be disturbed, right? Have people leave you alone for a hot second, get some peace and quiet. And you're like, what's on your head? What are you, trying out for Devo? No, this is a mask on top of my head. I'll show you in a second. What I'm going to go over today is KULL the Destroyer. I'm going to finish my KULL run. It started off with KULL the Conqueror, issue 1 through 10, all right? And I was going through, I went and grabbed my KULLs, KULL the Destroyer. It goes from issue 11 to 29, all right? And I noticed the first couple, 1 through 5 or so is drawn by Mike Ploog. Mike Ploog drew the werewolf. Ow! Look at this. It just so happens, hey, I'm a werewolf. It so happens that I bought a werewolf mask today. There was another flea market. I can't help it, man. And I had a conflict because there is Solid Force Bend and Dr. Silver Age doing the best show in comics history over here. They're showing all sorts of great stuff today. And I'm at another flea market. You know, I'm dividing my time. I saw the first half of the show, and then I came home, mowed the lawn, and then I listened to the second half. So it's the wonder of YouTube. I love it. So, I didn't see nothing at the flea market but a werewolf mask. And everyone needs a werewolf mask. All right, I'll put this next to my Chewbacca mask. Right over here. Hey, Chewie. All right, let's get to the comic books. From the creator of Conan, KULL the Destroyer, by This Axe I Rule. Look at this savage cover, right? This is issue number 11. This is where the Destroyer starts, okay? And this is November of 73. Like I said, Mike Ploog is on art. He does great. And, Mike Ploog, I always loved him because from the Man Thing, that's where I learned about Mike Ploog. And like he did Werewolf by Night. And it's just great. It's just great art. I started collecting KULL right around when I was like 11 or 12 years old. And just the opening page. Look at this, man. Do you see what I'm seeing? It's like watching Atlas Comics Iron Jaw. I never saw anyone draw better barbarians than the way they drew Iron Jaw in Atlas Comics. And look at that. Look at that, man. That's just awesome. And artist Mike Ploog, Roy Thomas wrote this first one. And all the art is just so dang good, man. I love it. There's Brule the Spear. That's Brule the Spear, man. That's his buddy, who's a Pict. He's from the Pict tribe. And shock ending. There's a shock ending. Yeah, so, I mean, it's a lot of just hacking away. Hack, 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 hack. I loved it. I loved it. So that was the opening issue number 11. And I love Mike Ploog. And I don't know who did the inks in like this Man Thing and stuff, but I just loved the dark inks and everything. And it was just great. And issue number 12, KULL the Conqueror. Yes. And Sal Buscema does the inks on this one, though, with Mike Ploog on art. All right, there's Thulsa Doom again. Fantastic, right? Look at him. He's in chains, KULL. You can't chain KULL. He's a savage. It's like chaining up a tiger. A man-eating tiger. Nowadays, if a man-eating tiger got loose in a city, he'd starve. A little humor. All right, issue number 13. The Fiend in the Flame. Boom. Nice, right? That guy is on fire. Issue number 13. Boom, boom, boom. Issue number 14. And yeah, so I was a kid and I saw that there was another guy like Conan, and they said, "This is KULL." I was like, I'm all over that, baby. I said, let me soak it up. I used to go to this comic book store 2 towns over when I was a kid, and it was right out of a fantasy, man. It was old, rickety. It was an old, like, marina, and it was in a bay. It was in Long Island Sound, and my mom used to drive me over there, and she used to sit in the parking lot and feed the geese, right? And then I'd be in there, lost. I'd just be sitting there. I'd be looking at these comics. I'm like, someday I'm going to get a real job and be able to buy the comics I want. I mean, all the crickety floors, and the old guy was like, "Hey there, young fella." And then finally, after hours, my mom was like, she ran out of bread feeding the geese. And she's like, where is this kid? She has to go in there. Ding, ding. He's in the back, your young son there. Issue number 14, KULL the Destroyer. And she'd be like, son? I'd be like, yes, mother. You've slain the man-ogre, man of Atlantis, but now you must face the thing from the Black Belfry. Yes, the Black Belfry. No, not the Black Belfry. Issue number 15. The Saga of the Century, a barbarian's last battle. She turns into a dragon. That reminds me of my third girlfriend. I remember our last date, and she turned into a dragon. I was like, I think this is our last date. I said, I think we're going to call it quits. I was like, was it the Chinese food? I mean, what gives? Issue number 16, KULL the Destroyer. From the creators of Conan. He's back, the sword and sorcery hero who wouldn't die. You can't kill him. He's got a shield and a sword. He's got the sword. Is that you, Arnold? Yes, it's I'm over here. Yes. Yes. Issue number 7. I have lots of doubles. Issue number 17. Savagery versus sorcery in a world beyond time. He's got a squid. Giant squid. He's like, who ordered calamari? KULL's like, Cool, baby. When strikes the Kraken. It's the Kraken. It's the Kraken. Issue number 18. The Barbarian King alone against the monster spawned in hell. That looks like a giant cockroach. All right, now Doug Mensch is the writer now, okay? And Ed Hannigan is the artist. And it's all good. They change up the artist quite a bit. I mean, you'll see Ernie Chan comes in, all sorts of stuff, you know. It's all good, though. No one let you down. This is December of 76. Issue number 18. All right. Issue number 19. Coming right up. Die KULL at the hand of the Shimananan. The volcano god. KULL's like, oh my god, here comes Shanananan. KULL's like, oh, my favorite band, Shanana's here. All right. And issue number, I got 219. Let's see. Oh my god, that's another thing. I don't have issue number 20. No! We go to issue number 21. I can only imagine in my imagination what issue number 20 is, because I just don't have it. I was just going through these. I'm like, oh my god, I ain't got it. Issue number 21, The City of the Crawling Dead. I always love this. This looks like Gil Kane on the cover. I bet you that's Gil Kane on the cover. I have to look that up. I could tell by the action pose. And Ernie Chan does the art inside, though. This is June of 77. Let me know. Give me a chat. I think that's Gil Kane art. That's a classic Gil Kane pose. It's a classic. Classic. And issue number 22. Valka. No mortal blade can slay this bird of prey, and its touch is death. Talons of the devil birds. Birds from the devil. Issue number 22. KULL the Destroyer. Yes. Yes, it brings me right back. I got 2 copies of 23. Valka, help us. He's always screaming out to Valka. Help us. My axe cleaves right through this shadow beast. I have 3 copies of this. If anyone wants a copy of KULL the Destroyer, issue number 23. And that's a crazy looking beast. That's a crazy looking beast indeed. But his fair maiden needs him, so he's going. He's going guns. He's going double guns, man. Double barrel. Day of the Demon Shade. Nice. 1, 2, 3. 3 copies of that. Issue number 24. From the creator of Conan, KULL the Destroyer. Out of the time-lost Atlantis comes the greatest, most savage warrior king ever. Screams in the dark. There's the tiger behind him. Issue number 24. I love these, man. I used to eat these up. Eat them up. Between him and Conan, Marvel was raising a little barbarian. Issue number 25. The Thing in the Dungeon. That's one of my brothers. We used to keep him in a dungeon. I used to just shovel some food under the door. This is February of 78. All right. And I think Ernie Chan does the art inside, but we changed the writers. Don Glut. He writes the rest of these. And Steve Englehart wrote some in the middle here too. They changed the writers quite a bit. There you go. But they're all great stories, man. Issue number 26. KULL the Destroyer. Into Death's dimension. What do you think? What do you think? Yes. Issue number 27. You were a king in your own world, KULL, but here in mine you shall be naught but a corpse. Kasaga, the man monster from the world below. That's a Cyclops. A big old hairy Cyclops. Great, man. Great. Yes. Issue number 28. The Creature in the Crown, the Destroyer. Featuring the spine-tingling return of Thulsa Doom. Yep, we're almost done here, pal. We're almost done with this series. There it is. Issue number 28. Here's the last issue. I love how they draw Thulsa Doom. This is Ernie Chan and Ricardo Belmonte on the cover and the art inside. Look at that. Look at Thulsa Doom, man. That is awesome. The last issue of the series, 29. Fantastic, dude. Guys, I think you should read this stuff, man. It's great. You can find these around. You can find them around. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I just have some scattered KULL stuff here. Let me just go through these. I don't know when this stuff came out. I don't know. Here's KULL the Conqueror number 2. I don't know. These are good reads though. Great covers. These came out later than that last series. And here's issue number 3, KULL the Conqueror. Yeah, this is 1983. These are all painted covers. They're pretty cool, man. All right. Here's, oh, I got 2 3s. All right. And here is issue number 4, Kull the Conqueror. And here's issue number 7. All right. Here's issue number 8. He's all done up in his finest clothes there. And here's issue number 10. All right. He's fighting serpents again. He's got a snake problem. And let me show you some good reads before I head out. There's what's this? 1, 2, 3. These are graphic novel trades from Dark Horse. I read all these. These are great stories, guys. The Shadow Kingdom. All right. Good reads. All by Dark Horse. That's volume 1. This is volume 2. Look at that pose. I love this. Great picture, man. Volume 2. Look at that. Look at him. And here we go. The Cat and the Skull. Volume 3 of KULL. This is all by Dark Horse. Good stuff, man. That's it, man. Nothing like getting some KULL in your life. I still got a lot of comics to read, and I got to read that one I got in the mail the other day, Void Indigo graphic novel. And yeah, guys, read your comics because they make you smart.